It's cooling down over the next couple of days. I mean, it was cool already today, right, with the onshore breeze in Boston, but we're talking about the spots that made it into the 60s. We're all cooling down in that respect. And then the rain on Friday could have a few flakes possible early on. It's a busy pattern, stays on the cool side. Right now, the onshore breezes go all the way down into the mid-Atlantic and even to Cape Hatteras, 46 degrees. Compare that to Pittsburgh's 66. Be nice to just sneak into this warm sector, as we call it, in the world of meteorology, but we're not going to get into that because this low kind of just chews through it and we land on the cool side of this weather system. Tomorrow, we will nudge the temperatures at least out of the 40s along the coastline and into the lower 50s. Hardly noticeable because it's cloudy all day long. There might be a quick spritz or a sprinkle. High temperatures away from the coast, though, and back through Needham and Newton and also Natick, the three ends, will rise into the mid-50s and upper 50s, and we could even make that in the Worcester Hills, too. But then Friday, back down into the 40s we go with the showers coming in. This is this weather system. It is a narrow band of wet weather, but on the northern end of it, there's some colder air, and it tries to sneak into the picture here as we go through Friday. Now, we do have a slow commute on Friday morning with all this rain. Here it is at 5, 6 o'clock, and there's that little patch of snow. I think that just mixes in as some wet snowflakes in northern Mass, southern New Hampshire as we go through the mid-morning hours on Friday, and then it exits going into the afternoon. We do get back to sunshine before it sets, too. Of course, it helps that our sunsets are late these days. The snowflakes flying in places like Haverhill and Andover and maybe Acton and Leominster and Townsend. Can't rule out the possibility that some get down into Woburn or maybe over towards Salem and into maybe just, we'll say, Lexington, Concord, but that might be a reach too. Southern New Hampshire from Nashua to Portsmouth. And then we get the winds on the backside, 30 to 35, some of those gusts, and Saturday, 25 to 30 miles an hour. The winds come down on Sunday. Those winds on Saturday, though, bring back that mild air for a day, and it's a possibility some of us will hit 60 degrees. This is the best day of the weekend. A few afternoon clouds start to move in, and then Sunday, it looks like we get into more clouds late day, but that day is also bright. So the weekend is at least looking dry. There might be a shower, not shown there, that comes in around sunset. Monday's a wet day, and then perhaps on Wednesday as well. You can see it all played out here on the 10-day forecast. Not awesome, next week, because we're not really getting into any warm air. We stay cool from Monday all the way into next Saturday, and this may not be just a coastal thing with sea breezes. I think away from the coast, you'll still be in the mid-50s at best, and it looks, other than Wednesday, mostly dry.